Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Timmy, and today I'll be showing you guys how I make my healthier option of a Nigerian beef samosa. So I had tried a lot of times to get this right, but I'll be showing you guys what I do, and I'm going to be showing you guys first off my ingredients. First off, I have some ground beef. Then I have some olive oil. This is from a can that I'm going to use. Then I'm going to use some parsley leaves, not all of it. Then rosemary leaves. Then we have some bouillon cubes. You could obviously use the powder if you want. And I have this red onion. I'm actually going to use half of it in this recipe. And then we have some ginger. And then after the ginger, we also have about a clove or two of garlic. And then we have some curry powder, thyme leaves. I know we already used rosemary, but it's okay, guys. Salt. Then this is what makes this recipe so easy. These egg roll wrappers, okay? Now we have some red cayenne pepper. I love some sweet corn in my samosa, so we're using it for this recipe. And then we have some habaneros. So the first thing you want to do, even before you start preparing your meat, is to prepare those wrappers that I talked about. So like I was saying, you can actually get these wrappers anywhere. You can get them from any grocery store, from Walmart, from wherever. They usually have them right where they have the cabbage and the fresh vegetables and all those things. So what you want to do is you want to grab a clean plate and then dampen a paper towel and place it on the plate. Then you want to take the wrappers out of their packaging and then place it in between this damp towel and another damp towel that you're going to place right on top of the second one. So that's what you want to do. And basically what this does is to kind of moisten the wrappers, because the wrappers come really starchy and like gluteny for some reason, and I think it's because they're meant to be fried. But this helps basically, and this is actually what's on the instruction package, so it's really important to do before you start frying your meat. Then you want to chop up all your vegetables, right? Your onion, your garlic, your ginger, the parsley, the spring onions, everything. You just want to make sure that you chop everything up into really small pieces. To a pan, you want to add in a little bit of that olive oil and then throw in all of your onions, throw in your garlic, throw in your ginger, and then mix in the beef. And then you just want to throw everything in and make sure you taste for salt, okay? Now we're getting to the really fun part, okay? We're getting to the part where I'm going to show you guys how I make sure that my wraps come out the way that they're supposed to. Okay, so you know how I said that the wraps are supposed to, be a little moist? So that's why I have that little bowl of water that I just showed, and I'm going to use it while preparing the wrap. So you want to bring the little plate right by this other plate that you're going to be using. So first step, you want to spread out the wrap on this plate. Now you can see that it's kind of in a square shape, and what you're going for is more of a triangle for the samosa. So you're going to split it right down the middle like I'm showing you. You're going to take a knife. Trust me guys, don't use scissors, use a knife, and hold the top and just go right down the middle. Trust me, it's going to be a clean cut right down the middle. And try not to overwork the sheets, okay? Just use your hand to separate any part that looks to be too sticky or that looks like it's not going to come off easily with the knife. Now you're going to have two separate triangles. You want to put one aside and work with the one that you're going to make into your first samosa. So watch closely guys. This is actually super easy, which is why I absolutely love this recipe, and it was so easy to make. So you're going to take the left tip, okay? Before we get there, the meat, make sure you drain the oil from the meat. It's very important. Okay, so you're going to take the left tip and cross it over to the right. You're going to take a little bit of water and then wet that outer surface. Okay, you can use your finger for this step really. Then you're going to take the right flap and go right over the other one. So essentially what you're trying to form is a little pocket, guys, and you're going to see in a minute. See that little pocket inside? That's where the filling goes. So next thing you want to do is you want to grab a pair of kitchen scissors, and then you're going to cut off any excess flap that you see that is just basically getting in the way of your perfect pocket, okay? You can use your hands, but use a pair of scissors. It makes it cleaner and just makes it easier to work with altogether. So now you're going to have a perfect little pocket, right there in the center. So this is where your filling is going to go. Now, I know you guys love meat, okay, but you have to be really careful about how you put your meat into the pocket. Don't let it be too much. Don't let it overflow, okay? Just make sure that it is just enough to fit into the tiny little pocket, and you don't want to overdo it. You do not want to overdo it. Now, once you're done filling the meat inside the pocket, you want to grab a little bit of that water with the brush or with your fingers, like I said, and just like wet the outer periphery of the pocket that you made with the wrapper. And then you want to go in and just close it like a flap, okay, because you're trying to make a triangle. Now, if you're better than me, you probably would have made that other angle better, but then this is where you can definitely improve. It's super easy, and the water makes the sheets so workable. It's so easy, and I promise you guys, it's not going to be hard at all once you done one or two. So you can see the triangle shape. Now I'm just going to show you guys kind of faster, and you could always pause it at this point and go over it and just try to look at what I'm doing. But it's super easy, and I promise you're not going to have any issues with it. The more you do it, the more enjoyable it is, and it's actually very zen at some points. So yeah. Alright, so this is the part where, depending on your air fryer, it gets kind of different. So my air fryer is the kind that pulls outward, and it's not the basket type, but I'm just going to show you guys a trick that I use. So remember when I said that the sheets can be really starchy? You want to go over all of the wrapped samosas again with water from the brush. Now I know this seems a little crazy, and this seems like, what the heck are you doing? But trust me, since you're air frying, it's different. So you want to still make sure that the samosas come out not too crunchy and not too hard to the point where it feels like you're biting into Kemp crackers. You want to make sure that the samosas are still kind of workable. So you want to go over each and every single samosa with the wet brush. Now, once you've done that, this is very optional, okay? You want to go over it again with that olive oil spray. This reduces the amount of oil you use overall, because compared to deep frying, it's a huge difference. So you just go over everything, and this is just to kind of lock in that oil. Then you're going to go one more time with that water, okay, with the brush. And if you have natural hair, you kind of understand what this does. It's kind of like LOC. I know it's weird comparing samosas and hair. I know I'm weird, okay? But just go over it one more time with that water. You just want to lock in that moisture into the sheets. Now, if you're deep frying, you are not going to have this problem with the hardness and the crunchiness, because these wrappers were actually made to be deep fried. But it's different when you're air frying it, because all that moisture is not really able to retain it as well as if you were deep frying. Okay, so just make sure that you don't skip this step. Now, you want to pop this in the air fryer for 10 to 15 minutes at 300, and then 5 to 10 minutes at 350. And what you will have is this golden brown. I promise you guys, that 5 to 10 minutes at 350 is very important for this browning process. It comes out really nice. The skin is not too thick. It's really crunchy. It's delicious. It tastes great. Don't skip out on the sweet corn, guys, because that's the kick. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time on my channel. Bye!